What's up? What's good? What's going on? This is Jay Kraft with the Texas Eagles podcast. Bring you another episode to talk about how did we do in the draft and the undrafted free agents that we picked up that didn't get the TV time that the other draft picks got a chance to do. We're also going to be talking about the Shedeur Sanders tragedy, how he ended up falling from first round to all the way to fifth, and how it could have been avoided. So with further ado, let's get it. Now, if you rock with the Eagles and you can't wait for the season to start like me, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notifications button. I definitely appreciate it. And I'm from Houston, Texas myself, but I've been bleeding green a long time. So if you're from the great state of Texas, I definitely need you to tap in with me because I'm here to represent you as well as all the other Eagles Nation. So how did we do in the draft? Other analysts saying that we got an A minus in the draft, and I think how we did it again because he traded up when he needed to, he traded back when he needed to, he maintained the draft capital that we had because we had over these next 2 years we had 20, so he used his drafts wisely. He didn't give up no equity, and that he couldn't afford to lose because they saying that our first pick was the steal of the draft in Jahad Campbell, the linebacker from Alabama, first round pick, 31st overall. Now we were sitting at 32. I thought it was unnecessary that how we traded up to 31 because I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs was going to get no linebacker. I think they was going straight offensive line because of how we did them in the Super Bowl. So they needed some help on that offensive line. That's exactly what they went and got. So I almost thought that was a wasted, pick to, because I don't think they was going to get him. But, he didn't want to take any chances. He traded up one spot to make sure that he secured Jahad Campbell, 6'3", 244 pounds. Last year he had 55 solo tackles, 5 sacks, and 2 forced fumble and 1 interception from Alabama. The versatile linebacker he was projected to go top 15, but with his athleticism and pass rushing skills, he's expected to be pivotal in Vic Fangio's defensive scheme. So can't wait to see him pair up with Zach Bond, and because we don't know when Nakobe Dean will be ready and coming back. And it's unfortunate that Nakobe's going through all the injuries he's been having. First his foot, now his knee. So with the injuries history that he has, it was pivotal that we went after, to break the cycle of drafts and go after a first round pick linebacker. So come the second round, 64th pick overall, we got Andrew Makuba, safety from Texas, 6 foot, 190 pounds, and he brings the thump just like CJ did. So to replace CJ, we needed somebody that could be an enforcer in that backfield along with Blankenship. And he's going to give Sidney Brown a run for his money in competing for that starting position. Because we also know Sidney Brown can hit, but he just has to manage his aggressiveness when attacking the ball. But, everybody knows Sidney Brown can hit. And this young man, he can hit as well looking at his tape. But he had 41 solo tackles, 5 interceptions, 6 pass deflections, and 1 forced fumble last year for Texas, and known for his athleticism and ball hawking abilities. Nakuba led the SEC in interceptions in 2024. If I don't recall, we traded out a 3rd round pick, and on the 4th round, we picked 111th, and we got who they're calling the Vanilla Gorilla, which I can't believe they call that young man that. It's like they calling him George, that albino Abe that The Rock played with next to that movie. So he's a beast. I can't wait to see him play. He's 6'6", 310 pounds, 21 solo tackles, 7 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. And his 15 tackles for loss were most by a Nebraska player since Adamakan Sue in 2009. In the 5th round, we ended up picking Mac Williams, cornerback from UCF, 145th pick. He's 5'10", 185 pounds. His 25 solo tackles and was for 1 forced fumble in 2024. He's a physical cornerback with good instincts. McWilliams proves depth in the secondary and could contribute in special teams. So I can't wait for him to give Kylie Ringo a run for his money on competing for that the other spot across from Queon Mitchell. So, Queon got his spot locked up already before training camp. And also Cooper DeJean has his nickel spot already locked down. So everybody going to be competing with for the other spot since we lost Darius Slay. Now in the 5th round, we also picked up 161 overall. We picked up Smile Munden Jr., linebacker from Georgia, to give us more depth in the linebacker room. He's 6'2", 224 pounds, 29 solo tackles, 3 sacks, athletic linebacker with strong tackling ability, and he adds depth to the linebacker core, which is great. That's a great pick because, like I said, we don't know when N'Kobe coming back. I hate that we lost Oren Burks last year, but I definitely wanted to keep him. I think he just went to another team for like $5 million or something. I thought, how we could have pulled it out of his checking account and gave that to him. 2-year, $5 million deal. That was crazy. Now another 5th round pick that we had, 168 overall, was Drew Kendall. He's a center from Boston College, which is a great pickup because, as we know, we had some injuries last year at center. With Cam Jurgens got hurt in the playoff run, and he was coming in and out trying to switch up. I believe with Landon Dixon jumped in there. Then he got hurt. So picking up another center is going to be pivotal, just in case the guard situation don't work out, and Cam Jurgens needs to move over to guard if this boy Drew can hold his own, because he's 6'4", 299 pounds. He's a big dude. Technically sound center with good awareness, and he's going to be a great use for Jeff Stoutland to use on that offensive line. In the 6th round, we picked up 181 overall, Kyle McCord to the quarterback room. He's 6'3", 220 pounds. Nice size guy. 224 stats was 4,779 passing yards and 34 touchdowns with just 12 interceptions. So he can sling that ball. He's going to be a developmental quarterback with a strong arm and good size to compete for, against, we just got Dorian Thompson-Robinson from Cleveland. He definitely might take his spot. And he's going to compete with Dorian Thompson-Robinson, but I don't know if he's going to be able to overtake Tanner McKee. So we're going to see. In the 6th round, 191, we picked Miles Hinton, offensive tackle from Michigan. In the 6th round, he's 6'6", 342 pounds, a massive guy on that offensive line. Can't wait to see him play. And if he's just in case Malata or Lane Johnson get hurt, he brings the size that Mekhi Becton had. This guy's 6'6", 342 pounds, big dude. Also in the 6th round, 207th overall, we picked up another offensive tackle, Cameron Williams. He's 6'6", 317 pounds. Versatile linebacker, capable of playing multiple positions. So that's going to be good for him when you're versatile and you can play swing tackle. You can play on the right side or the left side. That's going to be a great asset for him. Also in the 6th round, we picked up Antoine Powell-Ryland, a defensive end from Virginia Tech. He's 6'3", 252 pounds. In 2024, he had 43 tackles, 19 tackles for loss, 16 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and 3 fumble recoveries. An explosive edge rusher. This guy, I can't wait to see him play because his stats is off the chart. 16 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and 3 fumble recoveries. This guy is going to be a beast. So I can't wait to see this guy play. But we took advantage of and drafted 10 draft picks and didn't give up nothing we didn't get back. But the notable undrafted free agents, we picked up Montreal Johnson, a running back from Florida. He's 5'10", 216 pounds. His 2024 stats was 100 carries. He had 593 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns, physical runner with good vision and balance. Yeah, he's going to add some good competition to, he ain't taking Barkley's spot, but he's going to be a good backup, or hopefully he makes the practice squad. So we do have some good. Will Shipley showed good promise to back up Barkley since we lost Gainwell, and he's going to be some good competition in that running back room. Brandon Johnson, we also picked up. He's a safety out of Oregon, 5'10", 185 pounds. His stats last year was 23 solo tackles, 1 interception, and 5 pass deflections. Versatile safety with experience in multiple positions. Was going to bring extra depth to that safety room. So not only do we have, it's going to have some good competition. And the ones that don't make the 53-man roster should make the practice squad. So good luck to all those guys. We also have a friend of Quillen Mitchell's from Toledo, Maxine Hooks, safety, 6 foot, 203 pounds. He had 62 solo tackles and 2 interceptions and 4 pass deflections in 2024. 3-time all MAC safety, known for his tackling and coverage skills. He has competition to the safety route. So I know he's going to have Quillen pulling for him, as I'll be pulling for him too. But also from Toledo, we got the linebacker Lance Dixon. He's 6'2", 233 pounds. In 2024, he had 25 solo tackles, 2 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles, which noted as an athletic linebacker with good range and tackling ability. And like you say, it's good to have. And Vic Fangio loved linebackers, so it's going to be good to see the competition start. But I can't wait for football to start. Good luck. I can't wait at all. We also picked up Taylor Moore. He's a wide receiver and a punt returner from Wake Forest. He's 5'11", 185 pounds. His stats last year was 64 receptions, 756 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns. So he's going to bring some depth and competition to the running back room as well to compete for that R3, running back. Wide receiver 4 or wide receiver 3. But we shouldn't have no problem trying to get a spot, or at least to pack the squad. And another wide receiver we picked up was Darius Cooper from Tarleton State, and he's a big-bodied receiver with strong hands and contested catchability. He adds size to the receiving corps and be a good piece to pick up. So we're gonna see how he fares. Then we also picked up Highland Pierce, offensive tackle from Rutgers. Big guy, that massive offensive tackle with raw potential, proves to be a good depth piece for Jeff Stoughton University to coach and put him where he needs to be. I believe I heard he can play both sides of the tackle position. So we have depth at tackle, and the real competition going to be for that guard position because everybody else is pretty much locked up. We also picked up another running back, Shedeur Powell from Central Arkansas. Shifty running back with good acceleration and vision. He has competition to the backfield and can contribute on special teams. So a lot of times these guys, if they can't make the position they're in, the next best thing is to try to make the special teams to make that 53-man roster. So we're going to see how he fare. Then last but not least, we picked up B.J. Mays, cornerback from Texas A&M. He's a physical cornerback with good ball skills and going to be good for the secondary to get a roster spot. So that's it for our drafts and our undrafted free agents, which total about 19, I believe, that we picked up, and can't wait for training camp to start. So about the Shedeur Sanders tragedy, my thoughts on that is, for one, it was personal. It started getting personal once he failed past the second day of the draft. Now, there's a couple of conspiracy theories out there saying that it was orchestrated by the NFL because nobody has ever stayed to the third day of watching and they had the biggest viewership um, in history for the draft, because people normally go home, and people at home, they normally go do something else after the first day. Now, after the second day, they had a record-breaking viewership to everybody trying to tune in to see who was going to pick up Shedeur, or was he going to go undrafted. Now, if that conspiracy theory is accurate, then they did their job, because they got that viewership. Because things ain't cheap with everything they pay to put this draft on, and that is one way to get that viewership, is to mess over somebody, but it ain't right. But I think it was personal. I think it was the collusion. I think all the owners and GM got on a conference call that nobody else was privy to, and because of his dad, and they want to prove a point, that they said they weren't going to pick him in the first 2 days, the first 4 rounds of picks, which is wrong, but it is what it is. Now, my thoughts is, you don't never, just like the Bible say, don't let your right hand know what your left one doing. Don't let people know what you're about to do. Keep your plans to yourself. When you tell somebody what you're doing, don't never let people know what you're thinking. I've been guilty of it. I've ran my mouth once too much in the past myself, and once you let it out your mouth, you can't take it back. But it's a good lesson learned. Never let people know what you're thinking. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Stay private. If you're gonna do something, just do it. So I think there was a victim of that. I don't know if they tried to go to Archie Manning Road, what he tried to do with his boys, and say what he was gonna do and wasn't gonna do. I think it was personal, because they wanted to send a message to other high-profile drafts coming behind him, if don't come to the league thinking you're going to run something. I think they was trying to send a message. I think that message was well received, because the man lost millions from falling from the first pick, first round, all the way to the 5th round. He's going to get it back, because it's not about money with them. It was about, they wanted to, do things on their own terms, and I understand that. But based on this level, you just do it. You don't go running your mouth on interviews talking about what you going to do, what you ain't going to do, like you running something. Because one thing I know is the people that's writing them checks, the owners that's writing the checks, they're going to determine who they want to write the checks for or not. So when you're asking for that check, you got to play the game a little different. It's like, it's chess, not checkers. So, I know it was personal when it got past the second day, past round 3. And like I said, that's the lesson for anybody. If you're going to do something, just do it. If not, don't talk about it. So with that, let me know what you think about the Shedeur Sanders tragedy, what you think about the draft picks that we picked up. Leave your comment. But I also want you to like and comment, and also hit the notifications button. It would definitely help me out. And also, I'm gonna leave with this. I'm signing out. Like, comment, subscribe. This is J Craft signing out. Peace.